Uipath document understanding framework, extraction and validation. So until now we have seen taxonomy, digitization, classification. Now in this video we will see what do you mean by extraction and validation. Just go through the video for taxonomy and digitization and classification. Just go through the previous video which I have recorded. Okay, so what do you mean by validation? What do you mean by extraction? Extraction is nothing but data extraction is a component that helps in identifying very specific information. Now if you see in this example, we have invoice ID, customer ID, date and terms and other things. So in data extraction, what we are doing, what Uipath document understanding doing here, with help of that component, Uipath extracting the exact component. They are mapping the component here. If you see here, invoice, so this invoice number is mapped with this invoice column. Customer ID, so this customer ID is mapped with this customer ID column, right? So data extraction is a component that helps in identifying very specific information that you're interested in, that we need to automate, right? So there are different types of the extractor available in the Uipath, like regex based extractor, machine learning extractor, intelligent form extractor, and flexi capture extractor and other as well. So this is different types of the extractor. We can extract the data with help of these extractors. Now what do you mean by validation? Once we extract the data, right, now we can validate the things. Whichever we have extracted, that extracted data is correctly extracted or not. The validation station is a user interface that can be used to validate and correct data extracted from document. This is a validation. We can, with help of validation station, we can see whichever data we have extracted that is correct or not. Let's see in Uipath how we can do the extraction as well as validation. I'll just open the Uipath Studio. So until this, we'll revise all these things. First of all, we have used taxonomy. We have categorized the document with help of the taxonomy. Then digitize document. We can digitize non-digitized document. We can convert non-digitized document as well as digitized document in form of, with help of the OCR, we can convert the non-digitized and digitized document into the digital output. If you see, I have used Omni OCR here. Classify document scope. Now once we convert output as a digital format, we are classifying the documents, right? That also we have covered. Now we need to do the extraction. I'll just simply put extraction here. Data extraction scope. I'll just use data extraction scope. Here if you see document path, so I'll just use var path as a document path. Taxonomy, I'll use the same variable which I have used for the taxonomy here. So taxonomy, document text, classification result. Here what is the output of this classification result? Var classification result, right? This is the array, that's what I will use. Var classification result and index like 0th index. Document object module, so DOM. Document type ID is not required because we already cover that classification result and index 0. So document type ID is not required here. Here also we have used keyword based classifier in classify document scope, right? The similar way in data extraction scope we need to use extractor. If you see here, we have different types of the extractor: form extractor, intelligent form extractor, machine learning extractor training, regex based extractor. So we will see form extractor, right? So in the form extractor, if you see endpoint, which is already available here, like du.uipath.com svc form extractor, API key, we need to provide the API key here. Then from where we get this API key? Now this Uipath Studio, if you see, is connected with my orchestrator. And what is the URL of this orchestrator? cloud.uipath.com. This is a community version, so that's what this is the cloud.uipath.com. If you are using any enterprise version, if you are working with any organization, right, you are working with any real-time project, and if you are using the form extractor, so that production orchestrator URL or pre-prod orchestrator URL or dev environment URL, that you need to provide here inside this API key. Currently we are working in a community version, that's why we need to provide the API key from the cloud.uipath.com. okay, so I'll use that. Okay, I'll use the from where we get the API key. So I'll using the community version, so I'll use cloud.uipath.com. I'll just simply click on this orchestrator, tenant, here license, and here manage license from automation cloud. Here you will see robot and services, and from here you will get that key, API key, application programming interface. It will like document understanding. From here I'll just copy this key and I'll just paste that key here in double quotes. Again I'll just click on this manage, and here I need to create one template first, so I'll just click on the create template. I'm dealing with invoices, so here I'll use invoices. I'll need to give demo underscore invoice. I'll just put one name here like demo underscore invoice as a template name. I'm selecting this invoice which is like in form of the PDF, and simply click on the I'm not selecting this checkbox force apply OCR because it's already in the PDF form. That's what I'll just simply click on the configure. Now here that PDF file is available with me in right hand side, and in left side if you see, we have document type like invoices, page 1 matching information. I need to match some common information. That's what here I'll just match. I'll just press control here, invoice, bill, description. This is common information which first we need to match. I'll use these 6 items as a common items which we need to match first, and simply click on this plus sign. Now I need invoice number, which is the important thing for me, so I'll just use like I'm selecting this invoice and I'll selecting custom area, and simply I need to map this invoice ID with this field. I'll simply click on this plus sign. Again for customer ID, I'm with help of this mouse I'm selecting this information like customer ID. Again I'll just simply click on this customer area and click on this plus sign, and simple click on this save, and it's now close. Okay, same configure extractor, so I'll use invoices, right, because we are dealing with invoices, so I'll use the invoices. I'll simply click on the save button. Okay, if it's not checked, you just click on this check button here, save. Now this is done, data extraction scope is done. Now I need to validate the data. That's what I have used present validation station, and again I'll use the same data like var path document text as document text, document object module as a DOM, taxonomy as taxonomy, automatic extraction result as extraction result. Now I'll just simply run this program. Now I have used Uipath validation station. that's what, if you see now, this information or this value which is mapped, I have mapped with this left hand side data. So if you see 6020 and 995, that means the proper value is extracted here. If you see 6020 and 995, so I'll just simply click on this save and continue and save. Now the first document, which the data which I have extracted, this is correct one. Now what I'll do, I'll simply change this PDF file, okay, and here I'll use one.pdf, right, which is like this, invoice1.pdf. so I'll use invoice1.pdf, and again I run the program. Again, if you see 2170, let's maximize this, 279 and 279, and what is the invoice number? 2170. That means again it's a correct extraction, right? 2170, 2170. So simply I just check this 279, 279. That means I'll just make as a confirmation, and here I'll just click on the save button. That means the extraction which we have created, or which I have created the template, that is working fine. So this is how present validation station is working. So this is how validation and data extraction is work, right? So thanks for joining, and thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe this channel. Thanks again.